It now is the most amazing gift I've ever probably gotten in my life. It excited every gay cell in my body. Welcome to Sketch My Story. I'm Mitch Silpa, and this is my story. I have discovered, as each year passes in my life, when I have a birthday, I no longer need or want a birthday present. It's just something I don't desire anymore. I did when I was a kid. I don't as an adult Mitch. And I actually tell my friends this and my family every year. I just remind them, no presents. If I do anything for my birthday, your presence is my present, blah, blah, blah. And I also have a thing, too, that if I do get a present, I really don't like or want a joke present. Like those gifts that people get you that you open them up and they're like really funny, but you have no need for them. So you just kind of, what am I going to do with it? I just take it home and I'm just going to throw it away. So like I'm not in college anymore. You know, there's still a present. I don't want to be a jerk about it, but I don't want them. So about 7 years ago, a bunch of friends and I went out to dinner for my birthday at a restaurant, and I told them all that stuff. Well, my friend Amy showed up, and of course Amy brought a present because Amy does what Amy wants to do, and she's a nightmare. I love her, but she's a monster. Anyway, so I opened up the present, and of course it was a joke present. And it was a book clearly from a used bookstore, and the book was Suzanne Somers' book called The Sexy Years. There you go. Suzanne Somers' The Sexy Years. It is a book about discovering the hormone connection, the secret to fabulous sex, great health, and vitality for men and for women. So there you go. Suzanne Somers. Suzanne Somers, who, just to remind you, became famous playing Chrissy on Three's Company, and even more famous when she was hawking her Thigh Master workout thing in the 80s, became super famous for that. And now I guess writes self-help books. So I got this book. I was very gracious. Thank you, Amy. Ha, 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 ha. And I took the book home, not thinking anything about it. Okay, so the next day, when I looked at the book that was sitting on my kitchen table, I examined it a little bit more and noticed there was a piece of paper in it that said signed. So I now have an autographed, signed Suzanne Somers' Sexy Years book. So I opened it up, and on the first page, there was indeed a signature, and it was addressed to somebody. It said, "To Sharon, with my best, Suzanne Somers." There's the evidence. Also, you can see in the upper left-hand corner that Amy spent $10 on this book. So this book is addressed to some woman named Sharon. Well, as I looked at the book even more, I noticed there was something stuck between the creases of a couple of pages. So I opened it up and found the thing that was stuck between these pages was an envelope and a card that was obviously in the envelope that is now outside the envelope. And I looked at this, and the envelope is addressed to a Sharon Stone. And in the bottom right-hand corner, it says personal. So the Sharon that Suzanne Somers wished all her best to is not just any Sharon. It's Sharon Stone, well known for the interrogation scene in Basic Instinct, and also Oscar nominated for the movie Casino. So, you know, respect. Further investigation, when I read the card, which by the way is on Suzanne Somers' letterhead, it said, dated October 8th, 2004, "Dear Sharon, I don't know why, ... I just thought you'd get this book." By the way, the word get is in quotes. "Enjoy, Suzanne Somers." Here's the evidence. So, the idea that Suzanne Somers wrote a book, sent it to Sharon Stone, signed it, put a card in it, gave it to her, Sharon Stone reads the card, does this, closes the book, and hands it to what I imagine would probably be her assistant, and just said simply, "Give this away." And it ended up in a used bookstore. All of that didn't matter, because this became, for me, an annoyance originally because it's a joke gift. It now is the most amazing gift I've ever probably gotten in my life. It excited every gay cell in my body. This book started in the hands of Suzanne Summers, went to Sharon Stone, and somehow ended up in the hands of the guy who played the flight attendant in Bridesmaids. Well, happy birthday to me a few years ago, and really, Merry Christmas to everybody, because this is really the gift that never stops giving. Thank you very much. Bye.